guys, my name is Jade. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see at the top, we are talking everything about my BBL experience in Miami. I just want to give you guys as much information as possible just because when I was doing research, I watched every single video possible because I know how dangerous this procedure was. And even if majority of the people were telling me around the same thing, if I got a little bit of knowledge from somebody else's experience, I kind of felt a little bit more comfortable. So I just want to put that on the table, so whoever, if it resonates, if it helps you, that is my only intention here. So feel free to comment whatever the hell you want to do, just be nice. Well, you're not obligated to be nice, but like be nice because it's just like the right thing to do, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna give you all of my information from the who, what, where, when, why. We're just gonna throw it all out there at first. I'll tell you how I prepped for the surgery, day of surgery experience, post-op, and then I'll just give you some of my tips at the end. I will try to make this as short but informative as possible because that's why I'm doing it. Okay, let's get into it. So the what. The what is I got a BBL with Lipo 360 in Miami, where I went to Spectrum Aesthetics, and luckily for me, when I do break down the cost, you're gonna see that it's gonna be a lot less than what people are saying because I reside in Miami. The surgery center was actually, I want to say 20 minutes from my house, so it was actually really convenient for me. So just take that into consideration when you're planning your trip and when you're budgeting out your surgery and everything like that, because you're gonna have some additives, but I'll include that later. I got my BBL last year in June. It was June 27th, 2022. We're gonna break down the cost, but around total for everything was about $7,000. The procedure itself started out as $4,500, but that was around the time that there was a new law that was passed that they had to do the ultrasonic guidance technique, which is actually very relieving. If you are getting a BBL, 1000% ask your doctors if they do the ultrasound guidance, because what makes a BBL so dangerous is the fact that after the lipo, they are blindly inserting where the fat is going. So if they insert it into a blood vessel, into a vein, or under a muscle, in a muscle, something like that, then it can get septic and you can die immediately. With the ultrasonic guidance, then it's no longer blindly inserting the fat. They can see exactly where they're inserting the fat, and it's just that extra layer of security. Imagine $1,000 or your life, you know? I, at the time, was required because it was just a new law passed, and that's what my doctor told me. It was like a week before the surgery. It's either postpone your surgery for a year or pay an extra $1,000. And I wanted to piggyback on that really quick. The reason my surgery was $4,500 starting was because it was a cancellation spot. Again, because I live in Miami, I was a bartender at the time, and we were just getting into slow season. I knew I would A, be able to take a couple weeks off and it wouldn't affect me too bad. B, it was cheaper. It was originally $1,000 discounted, and then the ultrasound added another $1,000, so it ended up evening out. I ended up paying $5,500 for the procedure alone. My massages, again, I'm gonna get detailed afterwards. I believe I got 8 massages for $600, and then all of these supplies, I believe, came out to around $400. A lot of it was necessary, and then, no, let me rephrase that. A lot of it was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary, girl. But for me to go through that is a whole other thing. I'm going to put my Amazon storefront below, and I have a whole BBL supply list section. It came out to around $7,000, but I want you to remember that since I did live in Miami, I did not pay for accommodation, and I did not pay for a nurse. I didn't pay for a flight. So those are 3 very big expenses that can really add on to your whole surgery budget, you know? So I am gonna go ahead and show you guys before and afters. Now, I'm just gonna stand up and show you what I look like right now to this day. I'm actually on a diet right now, and I'm losing weight and I'm getting everything together. I honestly love my body. I think I look so natural, and if I didn't put this video out and if I wasn't so open about this experience, I don't think anybody would be able to tell that this is not my ass. Like, I didn't come out of my mama's room with this donk-a-donk, you know? Like, but I'll let you be the judge of it, and you let me know if I'm just delulu or not, okay? So this is what I look like from the front. And mind you, it has been a year and some months, so I'm fully settled. I am wearing period panties right now. That's the only reason why it's like cutting into my skin. But if I pull it up like that, right? This is how I look from the front. From the side. Yes, ma'am. Ooh. Little angle for you. From the back. And the other side. I know a lot of people say it doesn't move. Girl, don't worry about that. It's going to move just fine. Naturally moving more than my booty did before. Okay, anyway, y'all didn't need all that, but I gave it to you anyway. You're welcome. Okay, so I have all my notes right here. I'm going to show you some before and afters. I'm also going to put my TikTok handle. Ooh, that's the thing though. So currently I'm working off a different TikTok than I did for my BBL experience. So I'm going to put both my TikTok handles in the description below. All that I ask is that, oh, what if I just repost everything? I'm gonna repost everything on my account now because why would I give clout to my old self? Can I get a bag or not? Can I get a bag or not? So anyway, I'm gonna repost everything. Follow my TikTok. It's gonna be Just Travel Jade. I will link it below, and then I will start slowly reeling out as if it just happened all of my old footage from my BBL before. That's actually a really good idea. I'm kind of excited. So the prep. I'll go through the prep, the day of, and then the aftercare, and then I'll go over my overall experience and then my honest opinions and tips, okay? So the prep for the BBL, again, it was a cancellation spot. So for me, I only had, I think, 21 or 24 days prior to the surgery to prepare. I was taking my Hemaplex, I was taking my Floridex. Everything again is going to be linked below if you need a visual. My saving grace for prep was the Ensure drinks, the pre-surgery Ensure drinks. They help you for when you are waking up out of surgery. Of course, you're going to be really cold, but honestly, I woke up and I can tell you exactly this. I woke up, I was on my stomach, I said, I'm awake, can you call my boyfriend? I'm ready to go. Eyes closed, felt it. Opened my eyes, girl screaming. There's a girl screaming like bloody murder. I'm like, is she good? My man's already outside. She tries to put me in a wheelchair, the nurse, and I'm like, I just got my ass done, can I walk? And she's like, no, you can't walk yet. You're still like recovering. I'm like, I feel fine though, can I walk? And she said, no. So I genuinely think that if I didn't take that Ensure drink, I could have been like the girls next to me, literally screaming bloody murder the entire like waking up experience. Ask your doctor before you take it, but I myself recommend it. I did it, I lived, and I did great, to be honest. Being sure of myself and knowing that this is what I wanted to do helped me on the day of, because you are in the room by yourself, you're kind of just hanging out for a minute, and you gotta, I would rather just be like, ha ha ha, making TikToks, goofing off, than worrying, texting everybody, oh my god, da 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 da. So try to just be calm and be happy before you go under, and I feel like it'll help the whole process a lot more as well. The aftercare, of course, is the most important. Drink as much water and pineapple juice as you physically and possibly can. They always say feed the fat. Only this much fat survives, this and this and that, this and this and that. Listen, you're swollen when you get out of surgery. I genuinely think I kept all my fat. All the fat that's in my ass has been in my ass for a hot minute, you know? Honestly, don't know where I was going with that. What did I say? How did I start that sentence? Don't overfeed your fat. I would say eat healthy. I was drinking soups. I was eating fine, honestly, after surgery. My experience was very smooth, so I don't know if you guys want more details or a specific question asked. Nobody really asked a lot of questions about my BBL. Thank God, because like, don't question me, but like, now I'm opening the floor for questions a year and a half later. I'm ready to answer all your questions, you know? So if you do have a specific question, I would love to help you just to make you feel more comfortable about the circumstances. Faja. Your faja. Do not order your faja on Amazon for a post-surgical Stage 2, do not, if you're just a regular girl, or if you're like a 1.5 year post or whatever the case is, and you want to buy a faja, go ahead, buy your faja off Amazon. But if you know that your results rely on your aftercare, girl, you better take yourself to find a Colombian faja place that you can trust, or a website that you can trust, and only get your faja from there, because if not, you will not be snatched the way you think you are. And I made that mistake. When you get lipo, you wear your faja to reattach your skin to your insides, because that fat layer is no longer there. So you have to reattach it. If you are not wearing your faja like they tell you to, then it's just gonna be such soft, loose skin. And the only way to tighten that up is A, and you would have to get a tummy tuck, or B, you're gonna have to get in the gym and change your life. And like, if you were gonna get in the gym, why didn't you get in the gym before? I mean, at the end of the day, I was in the gym, but I had to buy the ass. I had to buy the ass. It was just taking too, I had to buy the ass. But yeah, anyway, that's what the faja's meant for. Don't take it for granted. Don't think they're just telling you to buy a faja and keep sizing down on your faja for fun. It is literally your results in your hands. Another big tip that I would give you is size down often. Every week, week and a half, girl, you better find a seamstress that you trust, and you have her take it in just a little bit and a little bit and a little bit until your waist is this big when you're wearing your faja, and there's no rolling over or anything. I'm telling you, if I can go back and do one thing over, that is the one thing I would do, and I know that my results would be significantly different, and I'd be a lot happier with where I am today. But I'll tell you where I am today at the very end. I'll go ahead and save that for the end. When it comes to aftercare, you cannot take the cheap route. Do not get your faja on Amazon, and do not find a non-licensed fake nurse like I did to do your massages. You're really just having a stranger come into your house, rub on your body for 20-25 minutes and say, you're good to go. I don't think I was drained properly. I don't think I was massaged properly. And on top of that, I only did get the 8 massages, I want to say, because she had a special for $600. Do not go the cheap route when it comes to your massages, because again, lymphatic drainage is what is going to help reattach your skin to the muscle from the lipo. So if you want an actual snatch waist, your masseuse is gonna have to know where your lymph nodes are, know how to open them, know where to guide everything out to, and you can't just trust anybody to do that. And that's exactly what I did, because I wanted to be a cheapo depot girl. There are a lot of women in Miami that will claim that they are nurses and they specialize in post-op care, and they are literally just people that maybe had a friend that had surgery. Maybe they don't even know anybody that had surgery. You're their first client and they're lying to you. Maybe they just did the surgery themselves and they're like, oh, okay, I can do this, da 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 da. Listen, make sure your nurse is a nurse, because that's one thing. You want to know that your life is in good hands, and not just a couple dollars. Not a couple dollars, it might be thousands at times, but like, don't let money come in between you and your health when it comes to something as risky as what you're doing. If you're gonna get your body done, you have to full send it and make sure you're doing it to the best of your ability, you know, just so you're happy at the end of the day, because it is your body. It is only your body. You're the only person that's gonna have to look in the mirror every day and be happy and be okay with that. So that's, I feel like, a very, very, very big thing. My experience with Spectrum, honestly, it wasn't bad. I kind of already had an idea of how it would be. This was my first surgery ever, like ever. Never broke a bone, never done anything, never got my tonsils out, nothing. So this was my first surgery ever, and I didn't really have too many expectations. I went up for my pre-op the day before. I met some girls. We were talking in the lobby. We made a little group chat because we all had surgery the next day. It was cute. It was fun. They took my pictures, they took my money, and they sent me on my way. They told me what time to show up in the morning. Showed up in the morning. I waited like an hour and a half. Doctor came in, they knocked me out. I was one of the first girls for Kriegel. The only thing I can genuinely say about Spectrum is for my follow-up appointment, they gave me the wrong location. So I ended up never seeing my doctor after my pre-op right before. Not the full pre-op appointment the day before, but right before, of course, you meet your doctor and you say, hey, this is how I want my body to be, and this and this and that, whatever. And it's maybe a 10-15 minute interaction. That is the only time I've met my doctor. That's the only time I've talked to my doctor. For a lot of people, that doesn't make them feel good. For me, I don't really care. I mean, this is after the fact. I should try to put my... I honestly don't think I cared. I really don't think I cared. Everything went smoothly for me. They gave me a faja to come home in. It was an extra large. I immediately had to size down to a medium within, I want to say, 4 days. I linked up with a wholesaler and I found a really great brand in Colombia, and like they kind of just, we're cool now. So if you guys want a faja, I made a website. You guys can get your faja. I'll tell you exactly the one I got. It's this one, and I wear it constantly, even to this day, just because it helps with bloating and it keeps my waist snatched. Even now when I'm going through a weight loss journey. Actually the #1 brand in Colombia. Once you get it, I don't switch the tags out or anything. I'm the retailer in Miami for their wholesale in Colombia. So if you guys need anything, you just let me know when it comes to the fajas. So for me, I was genuinely ready to go back to work after a week. Like, I was at home, I was bored. I waited until the 2-week mark, even though a lot of people, I had off for a full 4 weeks, but I was at home and bored, and I used to be a nightlife, and I was ready to show my ass off, like literally, like actually, you know. The recovery process for me, I snapped back immediately. I'm really excited for you guys to actually see these BBL vlogs, because day 2, I was so okay. Let me see if I can find one really quick.
This is my one-day post-op, first day post-op. This is a triangle that's in my back. But girl, if you want the surgery, get the surgery. Because when I tell you I look sexy, I need to compress some more, but legs and hips and
body. No, I promise you on everything. This was the day after. Anesthesia fully out of my body. I was so okay. Yeah, I was perked up. Who wouldn't be? But still, I am so excited to repost all of these videos. I'm honestly, truly not gonna lie. I hope they go viral. I hope they go viral, if you know what I mean. Day of, I have everything. Like, I have my prep for surgery. I have, anyway, again, Just Travel Jade. All of that will be posted. Follow along with this journey with me. Love y'all. I'm not done with the video. I'm sorry, babes. I'm so sorry. I had my fiance take care of me the day of surgery, and then he also was my manager at the time. Maybe that's why I got time off for this. But he only worked nights because he was nightlife, you know? So he stayed with me the next day in the morning, and then he had to dip around 4, something like that. And I was fine. That was day 2, and I was legs and hips. I was so okay. I was walking around up and down the hallway on the first day by myself, super okay. Okay, so just to finish up, what I was saying was adjust your lifestyle ahead of time. So where I am at currently, during my surgery, I didn't really move other than going back to work after 2 weeks. So I was laying down on my stomach, not really doing much for a full 2 weeks, and that affected the hell out of me. I was so lazy afterwards. I stopped like moving around, and I guess maybe because I got in a relationship after that, I started gaining that relationship 15, and I wasn't exercising or any of that, so the weight, it came back. If I would have adjusted my lifestyle and not purposely started eating like a pig to gain weight for the surgery ahead of time, I feel like the adjustment period would have been better afterwards. So that's just like a genuine personal tip just from me to you. I wish that's something that I would have done, just so I would have had like the absolute best results possible. This is just a heads up to all the girls. If you are getting your surgery in America and then you are showing your doctor like a picture of a girl that you know has a BBL, most likely it was not done in one round. In America, surgeons can only take out so much fat when it comes to liposuction if they are going to do a fat transfer. If you go to Colombia, DR, anywhere else, even like Turkey, they take out a significantly more. They take out a significantly more amount of fat than they do here, or at least in Florida. So that's what I can speak on. If you're looking at a girl with a tiny waist and a huge fat gigantic ass, I can guarantee she did either more than 1 round or also has like Asha, Sculptra, something like that. So just never compare yourself, number 1. Number 2, make sure you're getting it because it's something that you want to get, and it's something that will help your self-esteem. Maybe you've always seen your body as this way, but like when you look in the mirror, it's just not what was reflecting, because that's what happened to me. And now when I look in the mirror, I see me. Like, I can recognize that girl, whether I have a lot of weight on me or not. I'm actually on my weight loss journey. Again, if you guys have been watching my channel, I go on and off weight loss journeys a lot. So it's not even like I couldn't lose weight or anything like that. I've done it before and I'm doing it again, literally right now. It's more so the shape that I wanted. So just make sure you're doing it for the right reasons and you're not just comparing yourself to other people and you want something that somebody else has, because they may have went through several rounds of trauma and putting your life on the line solely to achieve that look, if that makes any sense. But yes, I don't know if I did earlier, but if I didn't, I'm just gonna go ahead and do like a whole bunch of before and afters. I honestly would recommend it as long as you are not breaking your bank for it. For me, it wasn't a bad experience. It actually went very smoothly. Don't do anything too dramatic. Love yourself before and after. Accept everything that's gonna come your way and just try to be as healthy as you can beforehand, just so that if something were to happen, it wouldn't be harder to bounce back, if you know what I mean. I really hope this video was helpful in some way, somehow, some shape. Again, I love you guys. Subscribe. I am on a weight loss journey right now, so you'll be hearing about that. I do put a lot of focus on my body, unfortunately, but that's just who I am. I think I'm like the type of girl who's just gonna have a family, wake up and just want to take care of herself every single day. I think like I love that for me. I think that's just what my life, and I stress that, I think in my life, like this is what I want for myself. If I could just wake up, do my hair, do my facial skincare, do my self-help work, go for a run, like just continuously pour into myself every single day, that's what I would want for myself. So that's what my channel is going to be about until I am where I want to be at in life. Okay? Okay. I think that's all I have to say. I'm really sorry for the ADHD mess that went on today. I hope I gave some value to somebody somewhere. And girl, buy the booty. Buy the booty. Love ya. Bye.